Hey, this is Johnny Cream, and I'm reviewing some more of these amazing flavored almonds and nuts from Tom's Farm. I've got 6 new flavors that I have not tried yet. There's a couple savory as well as the sweet ones in here. So first up that I'm going to try is the cookie and cream almond. And this is my favorite flavor of Hershey's candy bar, and also one of my favorite ice cream flavors, so high hopes for this one. It's got like a nice chocolate shell, kind of like thin dustiness on the outside. Oh yeah, pretty much exactly what I want. Towards the end it does taper off a little bit. What I like more about the Hershey's cookies and cream is it has more of that white chocolate flavor that emulates the icing in the inside of an Oreo. This thing's a little bit more chocolatey. I love the little bits of cookie on the outside. Add some extra crunch to the crunchy bean almond. All together works extremely well. Some delightful unflavored seltzer with lemon, my preferred beverage palate cleanser of choice. Next up is one of the savory ones, at least I think it will be savory. The baked corn almond. You can see all the little guys harvesting to make these. It looks like it's based off of baked corn street food, which I don't think I got the chance to try when I was in Korea. Oh, this is interesting. So it's actually got a mixture. It's not just nuts, but there is also bits of corn inside. Oh, wow. I never really thought about corn and almond together, but it has that delicious, like, slightly sweet corn flavor. And then the dried corn is super crunchy, but it's not like a corn nut. It's more just like a piece of sweet corn that they just like dried and dehydrated. A lot better than I expected. That was delicious. Definitely, definitely a little bit of a surprise. That one was probably the one I had the lower hopes for. All right, so next up is the strawberry almond. So I'm kind of imagining, oh, this guy on the back is living the life. Oh yeah. I'm kind of imagining this to taste a little bit sort of PB&J like, given that it's a fruit and nut combination. So they have some pink dust on the outside. It's pretty good. I'm not the biggest artificial strawberry flavor fan, unless it's Nesquik strawberry milk, because that's incredible. And it does kind of taste like you just coated almonds with some of the Nesquik strawberry milk mix, but it has a bit of that cheap, you know those hard candies that come in the wrapper that looks like a strawberry and it's like red with the yellow dots on the bottom and then the green twist top on top? It tastes a little bit too much like those, or like a strawberry lollipop, but still definitely still tastes good. Next up is the peach almond. I haven't had as much artificially flavored peach things before. Unsurprisingly similar to the strawberry, it's just sort of almonds coated in peach dust. One thing that this brand does extremely well is all of the almonds that they have are pretty perfect. They're never like broken up, and they're all like right around the same size. Definitely getting some premium nuts. Okay, as I ate this, I realized I was lying about the artificial peach flavor because the memories just came rushing back of eating Peachos as a kid. I actually like these a lot better than Peachos. I get crunch and not so much of the gumminess. I'm not a big gummy candy guy. The artificial fruit flavors don't work as well for me with the almonds, even though I do appreciate the crunch and I enjoy them. I don't think I could have like a lot of them or eat them by the handful. It's more like a novelty to have a couple. The chocolate based and like the more sweet based ones are definitely my favorite so far. Although this corn one was very surprisingly good. All right, next is Green Tea Latte Almond Puffball. By far the longest name out of any of them. Judging from the back, I might gain a 1-up. Oh, these definitely look the coolest. Even cooler than those Starlight almonds I tried before. They're like little meteors or something. They kind of look a little bit Shrekian, not in a bad way. I'm still very appetized by them, mainly because I know that the outside of these is just gonna have such a good crunch to it. The outside crunch part is not savory at all, like the actual little nubs on it. It's more like a rice cake. Really nice and crispy, but very much just a plain rice flavor. And then the sweetness comes from the green tea latte coating on the outside. It's not overpoweringly sweet. which is definitely good. I'm not a huge fan of the rice cake flavor, to be honest. I like the extra crunch a lot, but I think I would prefer these if they were just the green tea latte coating on the outside, or if they had a sweet coating. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if they put some of the cookie crumbles from the cookies and cream into this would be amazing. I love the green tea flavor, love that matcha goodness, but not as crazy about those rice crispy outsides. Quick palate cleanse again. Okay, finally, we have the Tteokbokki almond. And these I am very curious about. This is another one of the savory ones, obviously. To be honest, when I had Tteokbokki in Korea, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I had it hyped up for me. And when I went to get it at the street food market, it was just a bit too like gummy and mushy for me. And the sauce, I think it was really a failure of the vendor and not so much that the tteokbokki itself tastes bad. I think if I had it at a better place, I would like it. But the sauce tasted very ketchup-y when I had it. So this looks a lot more like it's chili forward, which I am very excited about because spiciness and nuts go extremely well together. Nicely coated in chili dust on the outside. Oh, wow. Those are so good. Oh my God. It's like slightly sweet, which I didn't expect. With this amazing slight chili hit. It's literally like it's coated in the dust of Fritos Twists, those honey barbecue Fritos Twists, but with like, I don't know, maybe just a little bit extra heat. I can't help myself. I have to have a couple more of these. God, that is so good. Oh yeah. I would like even, I think a little bit more heat would help. Right now it's like just barely enough to let you know there's some chili in there, and it's a little more sweet. I definitely don't taste any tteokbokki. Obviously there's no, pieces of actual tteokbokki in there. It's more flavored like the sauce that you put on them. Those are probably my favorite. I did not expect it, but the savory ones I would say are my favorite. I think I'm gonna go tteokbokki, corn, cookies and cream, which by the way, this was a heavy favorite for me going into it. I did not think I would like, these were the two that I expected the least from, but I really underestimated them. So those two ended up beating my projected favorite. And then I'd say the green tea latte, although this would honestly, I would put this above the cookies and cream if it didn't have the rice, the crispy rice cake on the outside. But the cookies and cream could have also been number one if it was just coated in Hershey's cookies and cream chocolate bar. And then these are probably the last two. I think I would give maybe a slight edge to the peach because I like artificial peach flavor a little bit more than artificial strawberry. But I have not had a single bad experience with any of this nut brand. As a quick little bonus, I'm going to show you the first two that I ever tried. These were some of the more obvious flavors. I've already had these before, so I already know that they're fantastic. This is the honey butter mixed nut, which is the first one I ever bought, and when I brought them back, I thought that they were absolutely incredible. So this one's not just almonds like the rest of them, this is actually a mixed nut blend, and they're coated in this honey butter powder. At first, it's very butter forward. It's kind of almost like movie theater popcorn flavor on the outside. But then as you chew, you get a lot more of the honey, and it's just absolutely delicious blend. Honey butter and nuts, I mean, that's a perfect combination. And then this one is caramel, almond, and pretzel, which, again, I mean, of course this is gonna taste amazing. Like, no surprise that this was one of the first ones I ever even picked. So similar to the corn one, this one has pretzels mixed in with it, and the pretzels have some nice caramel coating on them. Really wonderful caramel flavor. I love it with the nuts, but to be honest, I'm not that big of a hard pretzel guy. They're just not my favorite. Sometimes they're just too dry or too salty. And there's a little too many pretzels in it. I wish that the ratio of nuts to pretzels was a bit higher, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain. It's caramel, pretzels, and almond. And I will say one thing hard pretzels I think are unbelievably good at is being worked into sweet dishes like a Take 5 or chocolate covered pretzels or one of my favorites, the Hershey's Gold Bar. In that, I am the biggest fan of hard pretzels. So you do get some of that, but overall I would have liked a little bit more almond and maybe even a little bit more caramel coating. Thanks for watching. Really enjoyed all of these nuts videos. I'm praying that the next time I go to H-Mart, there is magically like 6 more new flavors for me to try. In the meantime, this has been some of the most fun snacks I've ever gotten to try, and H-Mart is the greatest. Thank you very much. Catch you later.